Brendan, today's lesson, what I worked on with you is 2 drills that I want you to implement in your practice strategy at home. The one is left hand only, push the club back, get the left forearm to rotate like you're pouring a bucket of water over your back shoulder. And then take your right hand, push it back, and let the right wrist hinge on back. So you can see there, that right wrist is going to hinge back. In terms of your golf swing, you have a very repeatable golf swing, but the major thing is we got to get the golf club back in front of you. Right here the club gets stuck. We got to get the handle pointed towards your body more, and the way to do that is feel like you're extending your right arm on the downswing and releasing the club. It's really hard when the club's across the line not to get the club behind you on the downswing. So that is what we're going to be working on, trying to feel like the club head stays in front of you so that when the shaft is parallel to the ground, the club head is directly in line with your hands. And I want you to really be working on getting that club to point better at the top, more parallel or slightly even to the left at the top. And then in the delivery, we're going to get that shaft. When it's parallel to the ground, you can see how the club gets back in front of him. The right elbow, the right wrist. So it's really at the top, right there where you start to point the shaft in the wrong direction. The right hand grabs the club. And I really want you to feel like you're pushing the club away with your left side, and don't let that right hand take over and point the shaft. You're going to work on letting that left forearm rotate. But yeah, you got a good golf swing now. Remember what we did to your setup. We opened up your shoulders and we moved the ball forward. That's going to get your path more straight down the line and not so much in to out. And so that was something that we implemented towards the end of the lesson. Here you did a good job of getting your stance a little bit open. You kept the club head outside your hands more on the backswing, and you feel like your hands don't get too deep there. So yeah, I mean, we're going to keep working on keeping your width and not letting that right arm get narrow coming in. We're going to keep the extension in that right arm on the downswing. So you're going to pump the club down like I'm showing here in the left hand screen and letting that right arm straighten. I want you to practice doing that, pumping the club down and straightening that right arm. That's a big deal. I think you can do it. I don't think there's any doubt. You definitely want to feel like the shoulders are open too. And you were toward the end of this lesson, you were hitting nice cuts. Club was exiting to the left there. So the swing was good. You got a good pair of hands, and you right in here is where we're getting a little troubled, right there. Alright, so I want you to work on those 2 lessons. Work on those 2 drills. We're going to try to avoid getting that right elbow to collapse there, right in transition. Alright, we'll see you soon. I want to get you set up. My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this by the way is going to give you an instant understanding
of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club. You can put a rod, alignment rod, in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball, and what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion, and if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions.